Yeah, this shit gonna be hard. This shit gonna be hard. This shit gonna be hard.
It's about time, no breaks. Your opinion, not facts, got the right place. Debates, can't wait. Leave it all on the floor, pump fakes, ankle breaks, tomahawks, send the crowd off. It's a short shot on Mardi Gras, not just ball. This is more life. Where you at, Sal? Address bullshit. Peace so mellow, big 3 shit. Hit subscribe, skip Shannon A. Smith. This a new vibe, so on point. Spread it worldwide. Powerful front and center, about to go live. 5, 4, 3, 2, zone. Bro Nation, welcome home.
Hoopers was good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, guys, it's back.
Yes,
Brand new episode for y'all, man. The NBA been going crazy lately.
Oh, yes, sir.
We got a lot to talk about, bro. But y'all know I got to introduce my bros first. What up, bro? On my left, I got my bro Peas.
What's going on, bro?
What's up, baby?
Chilling, bro. You sound, I can hear the excitement in your voice, bro. On the right, I got my bro Chino. What up, bro?
What's up, big bro?
Chilling, man. Ain't nothing. And of course, I'm Mardi Gras together. We make BRONATIONHOOPS.
Yes, sir.
Man, I can't wait. But I just checking in with the bros, and I mean, a little quick check-in. Chino, what's good with you, bro? Anything new?
Hey, man. First of all, happy holidays, Hoopers. You know,
Facts.
Merry Christmas, New Year, whatever you celebrate. Happy holidays. But not too much, man. Same old, watching my baby grow.
Mm-hmm.
This time last year, me and Peas was talking off camera. I had COVID during this stretch between Christmas and New Year's. I didn't really get to spend it with
Oh, true.
my daughter. So just having that this time around is, you know, all I need for real.
Yeah, she running around opening gifts and all that.
She's so grown, bro. Like, she be just in her room chilling.
Where
Anyway, so.
Peas, what up with you, bro?
Man, it's funny because we were definitely talking on camera about it last year. But no, this was probably one of my best, I guess, better Christmases in my, I guess, recent memory. Just like you said, everybody in the household was healthy and all that. I said it was just a good time. I got a little saying where I say, right now, like, nothing's perfect, but life is good right now. You know what I mean?
Sir. I like that, bro.
I ain't really got no complaints right now. Hey, but I will say, you know, the kids got a lot of stuff for Christmas and all that, but I will say my daughter, her favorite thing she got for Christmas was 2K.
Hey.
Oh, that's good. Let's go. Yo, I've been seeing the kids on that hooping, bro.
Yeah, it's
Your
crazy.
son, bro.
Yeah, Caleb.
Yeah, it's tough, man. I know Peas be sitting back like, yeah, let's go.
I see it.
Let's go. And he be doing the E's and ones and everything.
Yeah.
And I seen the post with you got the family with the matching pajamas this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we kind of did the same thing, me and my family this year. Went down and visited my sister in Virginia, spent some time with them for the family, bro.
It was a good time.
Christmas was good, bro. I took care of my kids how they wanted, everybody was straight, man.
Man, that's what it's about, man.
Got me some good gifts. I got me a remote control car.
Hey,
Hey, man.
I know a lot of people don't understand, bro.
I get it.
But you know what I mean? Some of the things you want to buy just because you ain't, it's not that I didn't have it when I was little, but it's just like it's a trip down memory lane. When you get older, you got to remind yourself, or you got to sometimes get that kid back in you.
And the
Get that in, yeah. But Christmas is good for y'all. Everything good?
Good, man. No complaints, bro.
So I'm talking about, man. These guys ready to talk basketball.
I know what I'm headed,
I mean,
man.
I speak to representatives a couple times.
I can feel it. Though. Look, without further ado, let me start holding us up.
Let's get into
You
it.
feel me? Let's get into it, man. And the first thing I want to get into is it's been a lot of talk around the NBA. A lot of people talking trash. A lot of fights all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
But the main team, bro, I want to get y'all opinion on it. The Memphis Grizzlies. Now, earlier this week, we put out a post with who was it? It was Clay was playing. Well, Golden State.
Right.
Yeah.
Clay did the thing, but we put out the post where I think they asked one of the interviews asked Ja Morant.
Yeah.
And she said I can't remember what she asked.
Yeah, so I think her name Taylor Rooks or something like that.
Yeah.
She pretty much did an interview with Ja Morant,
Mm.
and she pretty much asked him like, you know, is he worried about anybody in the West or East? Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, who's their competition right now? And bro
Yeah.
straight up said, like, he worried about the Celtics. And she
Yeah.
was like, well, anybody in the West? And bro said, no, we good in the West.
Facts.
We good in the West.
Yeah, so I just want to get y'all, and then after that, they lost 2 straight, right? They lost to Golden State, which was a great game because they rivals. So that's always a game to watch, bro. That was a fun game to watch. I love seeing Clay show off the way he was showing off. I love it.
Yeah.
I love, y'all know we all play that way. So yeah, y'all want to talk trash? We gonna give it right back to you. So, but I want to know what y'all think. They lost to Phoenix and then they lost to Golden State. But I'm gonna start with Chino. I want to know what you think about. Is Memphis still that? You feel me? Is they still who they claim to be?
I think Memphis is still a contender in the West for sure, and I respect the mentality that you have to have as Ja Morant to say something like that and mean it. I don't think he's just talking when he say that. And it's shown in his play. It's just I think it's slightly unfortunate and bad timing that they lost to the defending champs and their rivals right after that. Yeah, but I don't think that makes them not who they say they are. I think they put some fire under some guys that was trying to like get just chill. Like they woke the giant up with that. Yeah. And it happened to be right after that comment.
Yeah. And y'all already know they had kind of beef back and forth with Golden State not all that, but they was talking to Minnesota at one point. All that. So Pease, what you think, bro?
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I don't believe in staying humble until you prove yourself. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
Like the main juggernaut, their rival right now is Golden State, and they just won a championship. So how can you honestly say, even though Golden State not in the playoff hunt right now, you can't just say automatically you're good in the West, like because you haven't proven that yet. Right. If Golden State would have said, Steph would have said, "Cool," you can understand why he would say because he's been there, done that. Right. Ja Morant, like you say, you like the mentality, but I don't know, maybe word a little differently.
I also think it was intentionally disrespectful too. I think he intended to have that piece of disrespect in there by looking over them.
I agree. I think he did that purposely. And as a competitor, I mean, that's what you want to do. But at the same time, like Pete, I'm kind of the same way unless somebody talking to me. If somebody talking to me, then it's different. But I don't think nobody really talking to Ja the way, or the Grizzlies like the way they talking to everybody else.
Yeah, no, they be the ones doing the giddy and all that noise. Going to the locker room and stuff. And like the dude, his name Dylan Brooks, talking about their dynasty and all that kind of stuff already.
Yo, Clay, bro. Clay.
It's a thin line with that cockiness and that first arrogance.
It is, especially when you're amongst all pros though. Like, and these guys take things. Y'all seen The Last Dance, man. Jordan. That mentality, I think a lot of the NBA players have to where they need stuff to get them going for them games because they playing a lot of games. You feel me? So they take that and they go with it.
I got a question for y'all. How would y'all feel? Because Ja Morant was the one that came out and said it on the interview. Right. So how would y'all feel as his teammate though? Like. You know what I mean? Because now you putting a target on our back. You know, Ja Morant, he probably can hold his own, but you know, these other dudes, I'm not too sure.
It could be one or two things. I think it could, of course, it could either rally them up to where they want to back up their leader, or it could be like, dang, this man tripping. Like, now these boys gonna be gunning for us. So
I feel that. But just the way it looked in that organization, it looked like he the head of the snake and like they on whatever he on type of situation. So I think that's what it is. I think that's like all right, he said it. Let's prove him right type. Because the way they play for not just for him but for each other, you could tell they got some real like.
Yeah, camaraderie.
There's some real brotherhood there. So I think because of that, I think they was just like, all right, well, this is what type of time you on. Just the same way, whenever Draymond say something crazy, Steph don't really say, Draymond, you gotta calm down. He's like, all right, we just gotta.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's a tough situation, though, bro, because you got the West is stacked, and I know you trying to put draw that line by saying nobody in the West can see us, but you got to see everybody in the West, four times? Four times?
They put the target on their own back.
That's tough, bro. And y'all got guys that's going to be really gunning. They might not be in the media, they might not be saying it, but they ready to shut you up. So you got to back that up, bro. 2 losses in a row ain't it.
But ain't that what you want in the NBA, though?
Yeah,
that's the vibes you want.
That's a fact.
That comment alone produced that game we saw.
Facts.
So I love it.
That and the Dylan Brooks comment that P said about Dynasty and all that. And you know, Golden State took that personal. Like, y'all, what? Y'all ain't even win a play. They ain't win a playoff series yet? Did they win a series?
They won a series. I think
they beat Minnesota.
They beat Minnesota. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Dang, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's the top.
I don't know, man. Like you said, Ja, he's one of the top guards in the league.
Calm down.
Yeah, just stay a little bit, stay humble a little bit. But then again, though, like you said, though, man, that's what you want in the NBA. NBA kind of was starting to get a little bit boring when it came to rivalries because, you know, like LeBron and Chris Paul and Melo, all of them was best friends on the boat.
Everybody all nice.
Yeah. So I guess it's good for the league.
That competitiveness and that chippiness coming back, man. It was, like I said, it was a bunch of fights.
So here it is. Hamadou gets Wagner first, and Killian Hayes comes in from the backside. And that's when things got escalated.
Detroit. Joey just happened. I can't remember number 7 from Detroit.
Grayson Allen.
Oh, Grayson Allen too.
What he did to my guy.
What's your guy?
Yeah.
Did he apologize to you in the moment? Nah, I wasn't expecting him to. You don't usually react like that. Did you feel like it was a cheap shot? We all kind of know his track record. His track record. You know, if it was Boban, you know, I wouldn't have did nothing. You know, but you know, who knows? I didn't know if it was on purpose or what happened. I just felt the excessive hit. That's all it was. So.
Dirty, yeah. It's a bunch of stuff
I
going
really don't
on.
like Grayson Allen as a human.
Yeah, because he hurt your other boy, right?
He keep doing it.
Yeah,
He's the reason we like missed what we were supposed to do last year. Like you had Alex Caruso out for mad long.
Remember that?
Yeah, that's tough, bro.
I know that.
Like golly, bro.
That's a tough one, man. But it's exciting to watch, yo. I've been really on the NBA lately, and it's super dope to watch. And we watched a dope performance last night. If y'all watched the game, I'm not sure if y'all watched it, but Zion put up 43 last night, and they won by 1 point or something like that against Minnesota. That was a dope game. Another trash talking game. Two tough teams. I think Minnesota was missing Cat, but Rudy put on a nice little defensive display.
Yeah.
But Zion was just too much, bro.
Yeah.
43 looking like a baby Shaq mixed with LeBron out there, bro.
It's crazy.
Like your boy D'Angelo Russell said, he out there playing football and we out here playing basketball.
Big turnover. Were you surprised that Zion jumped the pass?
Yeah, I mean, he just ran through my guy, took the ball. He's playing football, we playing basketball. We can't touch him or guard him, so good for him.
See, and I love that too. I love that. Even though I disagree with you, D-Lo. I mean,
Me too,
just a
bro.
little too strong, maybe. But I like that type of talk. They're like, buddy, like.
Yeah, man, that was actually a clean steal. It was just a lazy pass on D'Lo end, bro. Like you gotta get that pass there. Zion read it. He did what he was supposed to do. But 43, man, CJ say the coach was saying the play is just to get Z the ball and move out the way. At that point.
Yeah, it looked like that right now.
Yeah, Golden State, no, not Golden State. New Orleans doing that thing as well.
No problem.
The West is getting stacked up, man.
Yeah, they number one in the West right now.
Yeah.
New Orleans?
Yeah.
New Orleans number 1 in the West, man. My boys started like 8th or something like that. We'll get to that later though.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the league is too lit right now, man.
Yeah, bro.
What are we going to talk about? I mean, the East team that's a 10-game winning streak or something like that.
Oh yeah, those guys.
Yeah.
Let's talk about.
I'll be the first one to tell the Hoopers, Brooklyn, I apologize.
Yeah.
Look, Hoopers at the 1 week, I was saying blow it up already, man. But
Facts.
yeah, I mean, once they got back to just basketball and hooping, man, like, they 10-game winning streak, they on the tag, man. They look almost unbeatable. a little
In
bit.
third place.
10-game winning streak in 3rd place. Kyrie balling. They got TJ Warren. TJ Warren? That's it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, y'all know I'm bad with names. The TJ
TJ
Warren
Warren.
back. KD been balling. Claxton ball. Everybody's balling over there, bro. Them boys are scary, man.
Man.
Yeah, with all the media away from him, and like you said, P, just allowing him to hoop. Well, not even really just allowing him to hoop, but basketball is kind of the main focus again in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And I think that's a result of it. Like them guys is finally getting to do what they know how to do best.
Word.
Do y'all think it has anything to do with the coaching change as well? Because remember, we talked about that in our first episode of the season. We talked about the coaching change and all that. Steve Nash getting fired. Is it Jack Vaughn too?
I like Jack Vaughn, bro.
I think so.
I think he's a very if you watch him, he's a very energetic coach, and he actually put in plays. You can see all the timeouts that he got the clipboard. He really over there putting plays in, and he got the players' attention at this point. They really listening to him, And he's up and down the sideline. You can see him running and all that stuff with the team. So you gotta appreciate that as a coach, bro.
Yeah.
And hey, they winning, so they gotta have something to do with it, right?
Coaching definitely got something to do with it.
For sure, yeah.
And then we got, go ahead, Jim.
I was just gonna say I agree with what you said. That's all I was really gonna say because I can't really say it much different.
Man.
What y'all think about Ben so far? I know we had a lot of criticism of Ben before the season and last season, but what y'all think? How Ben doing so far?
I think for where he's at and coming off the injury and the team he's on and all of that, I think he's doing about what I would expect from him to be doing at this point in the season. Maybe a little bit more, but it's his first year back, new team, so I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt on that. And he don't really have to do much on that team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
the game I watched, Ben he's playing his role right now. Like he don't need to score right now. Like the game I saw him play, I can't remember what team it was. It was recent this week, but man, like he was putting on like a defensive like showcase. Like it could like whoever he was guarding, like he was clamping them up, steals, blocks, like getting rebound, outlet passes. Like he looked. I apologize to you, man. Like he looked really good out there.
This
man.
is
I honestly said,
groundbreaking episode.
Hey, bro, I don't think nobody. Well, we talked about him and we definitely criticized him in the beginning because we didn't know it was going to really gel like that. And me being a kind of a Steve Nash fan, I didn't think it was Steve Nash wasn't going to do a good job there. So I mean, it is what it is. But I think Ben doing like Chino, like both of y'all said, actually, Ben is doing what he's supposed to do. He's facilitating. He's not forcing anything. The team not really mad at him. When Kyrie get going, he get on the ball. He's 6'10", he's setting screens as a 6'10" ball handler. Like he don't have to fade to the 3-point line. He's been fading, he's been cutting, doing his thing. You got KD doing his thing. So they're a tough team, bro. Sitting second in the East right now, bro.
Yeah.
You got him around two of the best scorers in NBA history.
I was just talking to y'all off camera about how I just watch Kyrie. It's like poetry in motion, bro. It's like he knows what he's about to do before the defender even have a clue what he's about to do. And it don't matter if the defender there or not.
He got so many counters, He got a counter for everything.
Counters. I've been hearing that word a lot. When I was growing up playing basketball, I never really heard about that. Like, you got to have a counter. But I think this league is now, and these athletes out here is focusing on, you can see him doing floaters out the left foot, floaters out the right with the left hand, like, just to get the defender of not knowing.
Of the game, bro. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
People knock it, but like the skill you got to have to be able to score at the level that these guys are scoring is different. Like, it's moves that look easy because they make it look easy, but you ain't going to the playground and doing them.
Facts. Driving left off the right wing, my bad, bro. Driving left off the right wing with stopping on your right foot and fading. That's tough, right? And finish with your right hand. That's tough, bro. And you got a defender right there. They practicing all these moves. It's beautiful to watch, man.
I don't think the skill game get enough credit.
It make me want to get back out there, bro. I'm about to hit shoot. What is called shoot? Pick up USA right here. Pick up USA, bro. Get my member.
Shoot him up.
Shoot him up. You shoot him up, USA.
Hey, yo, I would never hoop this.
You gotta come out of retirement, man. So we can do the
shoot him
little joint. It was in PA. I was trying to get us in last summer.
Three tournament.
That's dope. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, we got that 1 year, man.
I'm with it. That's dope. I'm with it. Man, these coaches in Baltimore shoot them up USA sometimes.
Hey, you're right.
All that trash talking we was talking earlier, you gotta be able to give it, and you gotta be able to get up out of there when it's time to get up out of there.
Hey, listen, real life, man.
If Baltimore teach you the line to walk. You feel me? So you can't cross that disrespect line or it's gonna get real ugly.
At certain spots, you gotta know where you at if you going out. You got your disrespect level gotta match where you at.
Word, man. Don't come around here thinking, I mean, any inner city probably. Don't come around here thinking you just going off the back talk trash.
Chino was talking before the cash ball. Just now we getting older, like we ain't got time for arguing on the court. Like, we just want to hoop, have a good time, and
check the ball up, man. Check up, bro. I ain't trying to argue, man.
Yeah, man.
Check, man. We ain't shooting for the ball. You want it head, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't worth it.
For real, bro. I left the gym one time because dudes was arguing for like 15 minutes. I'm not.
Yeah. Ain't that? We put out a post earlier too about like hooping inside or outside, and I said growing up, and I saw you commenting on it too, P's. I said growing up, outside was where it was at, man.
Yeah.
Inside wasn't, you didn't want to hoop inside.
Not when you was younger, no.
No, but now, man.
Yeah, it's different now.
Yeah, now I'm inside.
Yeah, everybody know what we doing in here. We just hooping.
Mm-hmm.
Get your foul. You got winners. We not about to have all
It
this.
ain't 45 people.
Yeah.
It's about a good 10, 15. You go to hoop.
Where the dude stay on
Yeah,
for
man.
4 games because he the nicest.
Right.
You feel me?
Keep losing but getting picked up because everybody else is trash now.
Word, man. But yeah, bro. Let's get back to the NBA. You feel me? No, it's all good, bro. Sometimes it go like that, man. But we about to get into some contenders. You know what I mean? It's contenders in the East and West. Who we think surprise teams are right now? Who did our mentions or who we thought was gonna come out? Is they still holding strong?
Mm-hmm.
We kind of like a quarter of the way through the season right now.
Yeah.
NBA All-Star votes just came out. I see P's voting. I ain't get my votes in yet.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta get our votes in. We'll post them for y'all so y'all can see our votes.
Yeah, sure.
But and let's start in the East. Is there any teams in the East that's surprising to y'all? And who did y'all pick? I'm gonna start with P's. Who you picked to kind of head the East? I can't remember.
In the beginning of the season, I definitely picked Milwaukee to come out the East. I did. And I guess, it's all based off health and all that, but I got to renege on that right now because Chris Middleton, he ain't been healthy all year. He been getting out of the lineup. And sorry to say, Giannis, he's still a monster, but he can't do it without Chris Middleton, man. There's too much load on him. Especially, sorry to say, when he can't shoot threes and stuff like that because they packing the paint on him, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's the truth, bro.
So me, I'm gonna still get a slight edge. Well, I'm gonna get a slight edge to Boston over Brooklyn right now, just because head to head, Boston is still beating Brooklyn.
That two-headed monster over there.
Yeah, they tough right now.
They're definitely a monster.
They tough right now.
Speaking of Boston, we can get into a little bit of Boston talk, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we got a little something last night. I think it was the last night or the night before. It was a lot of questions about can these guys. Anytime you got two guards, they always ask can they play together.
Mm-hmm.
But I think these guys is like kind of proving that they can play any position on the floor at any time. They can guard anybody at any time.
Yeah.
39 and 38, like that last night. Going crazy, bro. But we got a little clip that we can play. This is Jason Tatum interview. So we're going to run that real quick and get y'all thoughts on it.
Kind of imagine you two could look at your best because obviously a year ago we're here asking you guys if, you can even play together. Now all of a sudden you're kind of on that echelon with those guys.
It's crazy. This time last year, y'all wanted to trade either one of us, and now you just said Mike and Scotty. So we're not as bad as you guys say we are, but we're not as good as Michael and Scotty yet. We just two young guys that love to compete, love to try to help our team win every night, and just trying to get better. But we gotta win. We gotta win when it counts most. For it to really mean something.
I'm chime in first real quick.
Shoot, Pete.
I promise you, this is my last time apologizing.
I was going to say something.
This is my last time apologizing, but I promise, man. What Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, my bad, fellas. I was for 2-3 seasons on BRONATIONHOOPS podcast. I was saying blow y'all boys up. I was saying blow them up.
Yeah.
Trade one on, they just ain't gonna work. Yeah, I apologize, man. They figured something out, man. I don't know if both of them realize both of them can be the head among the mentality, but man, they balling right now. I don't see anybody outside of Brooklyn giving them a match. You know what I mean?
I think Marcus Smart and Ime Udoka have a lot to do with the switching, because if you remember last season, it was right when Marcus Smart called his team out.
Yeah.
And when Ime Udoka, I think, took over or something like that, that they started rolling.
Yeah.
So I think I'm on record on the last seasons as saying like it was just a mentality switch that they had to flip, and I think they finally figured out a way to flip it. I think they put their egos down and realized that winning is going to bring what they want ultimately.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah,
So,
you got two young guys that made it there before that kind of fell up short. But those guys, they not just two regular guards, bro. Like these guys you can put them kind of anywhere on the floor and let them go. And either one of them can handle the ball, either one of them can create the shot, either one of them can get to the basket. Yeah. So, I mean, it's not a Dame and CJ type thing where they both do exactly the same thing. I think Jason Tatum is more of premier player than Brown, but he's a great backup, bro.
Yeah, it's not too much.
You just made me think about something though, yo. You said, hold on. You said that. What you say? You said Jaylen Brown.
Mm-hmm. I think Jason Tatum is more of a premier player. Right.
That ain't what I was gonna say. I lost it. My bad, bros.
I say they not CJ. It's all good.
I lost it.
Boston sitting first. It'll come back to the
I was trying to hold it. I'm gonna yell it out.
We got a lot of good alcohol down here. You feel me?
I'm gonna blurt it out when it comes back to me.
Word. Boston sitting first in a
about them winning the championship, about them going to when they went to the championship. I think that deterred their growth process to get to this point to be able to play together this way because in the back of their minds they've had success playing individually the way that they played, and they was young with that success too. So I think that played into the mindset of I can win like this because I already got there.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell a player after he reached the highest level of the game that y'all can't play together. Like, what you mean? We the number 2 team in the best league in the world.
I think that prolonged the process and it allowed people to think for it to look like they couldn't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that might be the difference of a Dame and CJ too, is that they didn't make it to the highest level together. So you can question that, but I don't think you can question what they got going on in Boston, bro. Number 1 in the East again. They always somewhere at the top in the last couple of years. They 25-10 right now. 25-10. Guys is doing their thing, bro. Yeah. It's hard to say, no, they ain't doing what they supposed to do.
So y'all got, I guess, Boston coming out the East as well?
With all that said, I'm going Brooklyn.
Oh, you going Brooklyn?
If they start kicking like a well-oiled machine, I think I said this too. If they kicking by All-Star break, they going.
Right.
They going. You know.
I think I got Brooklyn, and I believe I said Brooklyn at the beginning of the season. I'm not sure.
We gotta start writing this down.
Yeah, man. We gonna put like a board right here. Get a board. Yeah. We're gonna be like Chuck, like really? Keep a record of the games and all that. Yeah, we got that.
I think I said that.
So I got a question for y'all since y'all going with Brooklyn. So remember the Celtics swept them last year in the playoffs, and I think this season they maybe 2-0 against them Brooklyn.
They swept the Brooklyn Nets with James Harden last year.
No, I remember James was with Philly.
Yeah, that was the year before.
Yeah.
Wait,
Ben didn't play though. I don't think Ben played
without Ben.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. But I think they beat them twice this year. So I guess my question to y'all is, what do y'all think Brooklyn needs to do different to beat Boston?
Bro, I think Brooklyn right now is just gelling, and it's hard to. I know Boston got 2 good players over there, but in my opinion, Brooklyn got the best scorer in the world right now, and Kevin Durant. I don't think there's nothing you can do to stop him when he on.
It could be though. That's a fair year. Who you want? Sorry,
go ahead.
Who you saying is the conversational person?
There you go. Pete.
So what was the thing?
He said he the best scorer.
I think right now KD is the best scorer in the world. Scorer.
Yeah, you said it's a debate. I might be inclined to agree with you.
Flat out scorer.
Depending on who you was.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Who you was about to say. I don't know who you was about to say though.
Y'all should already know.
Oh, it just came to me when I looked at him smiling. When I looked at him smiling, it just came to me.
Oh, that bring up a good point. Let's go. All right, let's go, Pease. That bring up a good point.
I wanted to hold it.
My fault.
No, we can hold it.
I forgot about my bad. I'm apologizing now.
We can hold it, but it's been a lot of people around the league and a lot of correspondents saying that the league don't belong to the U.S. anymore. Simply because of P's boy Luka, of course, put up historic numbers last night. We'll get to that. And then on the other side, you got Jokic.
It's kind of ridiculous. The league don't belong to the U.S. anymore.
You got Giannis too.
You got Giannis there, bro. It's tough.
Even one of them guys is champions besides Giannis.
Great point.
Come on,
great point. See, that's what I'm talking about. You can do all you want.
They talk too much. They do too much.
You can do all you want in the regular season, bro. But you gotta prove it when it's time to play. Now, this year's gonna be tough, man. We can go into it if y'all want to right now, because I know P is itching over there.
I would say, can we just transition to the boys, ladies?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We can, because I see P's rubbing his hands, bro. This man cannot wait, bro.
Hey, my hands are sweating from the
No, that's a fact, though. The whole show.
Let's go, bro. Let's start with the man, bro.
I told you in the beginning, you know, why I'm here tonight, man.
Yeah.
You know why I'm here.
I'm surprised you ain't got your hat on or nothing like that.
Hey, bro, I just knew something was going to happen. I knew the phone was going to explode. Something was going to happen last night, because I figured Peace was going to be hitting us and just bragging.
Bro, like, when you made this statement about KD being the best scorer in the league right now, that triggered something for me. You know what I mean?
Man, triggered.
And I get what you're saying. KD, I mean, I think he's top 20 in the history of the league right now.
15, number 15.
But right now, as of today, on what's this, December, whatever the date is, I gotta go with my boy Luka, and so I'm explaining why. Because, well, no, we know this 60, 20, 10. That's never been done.
That's
for sure.
Shout out, Luka.
Good call. Shout out, Luka.
Yeah. But the thing that. And then 2 games before that, he dropped 50 on
Facts.
And I think on the Christmas Day on Lakers, he dropped like 33 or something like that. But if you watch all 3 of those games, Houston didn't double him. He put 50 on Houston. The Lakers, if y'all remember that game on Christmas Day, the Lakers doubled him maybe the whole first half or something like that.
Yep.
And he still got 33 on him.
Yep.
And then the Knicks, I don't know what they was thinking. They ain't double him at all. And my boy dropped efficient 60 points, 21 for 31 from the field.
Efficient.
That don't get no better than that.
You're right.
You know what I mean? He's hitting the free throws, all that. So I say all that to say, KD definitely a Hall of Fame, top 5 great scorer of all time in my opinion. But right now, I gotta give it to Luka because he can score from so many different ways that you just can't stop right now, in my opinion.
You talking about right now, today?
Yeah. Not all the time, just right now.
I mean, not even all the time. I'm talking about this year.
Yeah, this year.
You saying today or this season?
This season. We go this season. If you look at that points per game and all that.
Right now, Luka averaging 33.6, so you might as well say 34. I think Kevin Durant averaging 30 on the nose. So, I mean, bro, the Nets sitting in second. Dallas sitting in 7th right now. I ain't got no team around them.
Yeah, no. Yeah, the team, but it's no competition.
But scoring wise, bro, like Luka don't even make it look easy. He make it look tough, but he do it with finesse. I can't even explain it, bro. It's just. He
said it was easy and it looked easy.
It's poet. It matter of fact, it do look easy. It looks like he just moved weird to me, bro. He moves slow.
Let me ask y'all this question then, and I'm gonna get a lot. I hope I get a lot of slack. That's what we want. What does Kevin Durant do scoring wise better than Luka right now?
Oh,
better.
Yeah. Just scoring wise.
I say Kevin Durant is the player that I saw get to the spot that he wants to get to the easiest.
I was gonna say he don't work as hard.
It don't matter who in front of him. It don't matter. Like Luka be working, bro, sometimes, but he's good with counters, like we talked about.
Yeah.
He got a bag of counters, but KD just gets there. And he don't
it's
have
almost like Kobe. Like Kobe wasn't here with it, but you wasn't about to stop. He was gonna go wherever he wanted. Luka do it too, but he gotta do a couple moves sometimes to get there.
So KD, because he's 6'9" or something like that, he can get to any spot because he's taller.
Right.
Well, Luka get to any spot he wants to too. Like you say, he's not faster than anybody. He can out-jump you, but he gets.
You got an argument, bro. You got a good argument.
Right. It's tough because people compare him to Paul Pierce. He's way better than Paul Pierce. Or he's going to be way better than Paul Pierce.
I say he is right now because he passed the ball too.
Yeah, he passed the ball. I mean, skill-wise, career-wise, you gotta,
you gotta wait till it's over.
Yeah, you gotta wait till it's over.
Yeah, for sure.
He's definitely surpassing a lot of these people, bro.
Yeah.
Easy too. Like I say, his game, it makes it look like he's taking a beating, but it looks like that's how he play. You know what I mean? So he get into the spots he want. He got a bag full of counters. Double him, don't double him. This man he missed the free throw on purpose.
On purpose, man. Like, it's crazy. Got the rebound, put it back up.
That's when the basketball guards is in your corner, bro.
Right.
When you come back from what they came back from
They were down by like 9 with like
with 26 seconds.
30 seconds left. It was crazy, man.
It was a crazy
And
stat
the
of
ball
like,
fell the perfect way off the rim for it. You know,
it was like a crazy stat of like, I think the league has been owing like 33,000 games or something like that when they down 9, nobody's never came back within that amount of time and win. It's crazy.
One final question. I don't want to make it whole episode about legal. So one final question. I think I put it on one of the reels that we posted on the gram.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess for y'all, what would y'all say was y'all most memorable individual regular season performance y'all ever witnessed? I guess from y'all favorite players.
That's tough.
When D Rose had 50 in Minnesota.
Oh, and he cried.
Oh,
yeah.
Talking about when he played for Minnesota?
Yeah.
That's tough. I think a regular season, dang, that's playoff. B-Roy was playoffs. It's too.
I guess you go playoffs you want.
I mean, that's the best performance I ever seen in my life. From B-Roy when he played Dallas in that game and he brought him back and his meniscus was gone. He ain't had no meniscus in his knees. Like, that game was crazy, bro. That's the best game I ever seen from an individual player. Just will. Yeah. But regular season, I can't really pull one right now. But Dame, you can count on your fingers how many times this man hit the game. He hit the game winner in a bubble against Chicago that year, the step back 3. Shout out Dame, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out Dame, bro.
Perfect segue.
Yeah, right.
Shout out Dame, man. Now, Trailblazers all-time scoring leader. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
That was a tongue twister right there. That was hard to get through.
All-time scoring leader.
Shout out Dame, man. He deserved. He passed Clyde Drexler, which, Portland is up in the Northwest. They ain't been making a lot of noise, one championship, so, you know what I mean? But he's doing his thing, bro. And it's good to see for a good guy like that. Yeah. And besides him and how he played, I just admire him as a black man that's running ahead of his family, and doing the things that he do, step up for the people that he care about. Yeah. And you can clearly see it. And he don't forget where he come from. He's just an all-around humble guy, and it just seemed like a stand-up dude and a loyal dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did, but did you watch like the tribute they had for him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty dope, man. Just to see like all NBA stars call in or make a video saying congrats to him and all that.
Yeah, I missed that.
It felt kind of personal when Melo made the video for him because they were like, Melo out the league right now. So I was saying, like, man, I wish Melo would have stayed with Portland instead of going to the Lakers last year. Man.
Bro, yeah. Me too, bro. And I think we could have definitely made noise. He could still be there right now. Actually, if
he probably wouldn't play. He would play.
Yeah, for sure. We got a lot of young dudes right now that Melo could. Melo could definitely come off the bench and have an impact in the game. But shout out, like I said, man, shout out Dame, bro. It's just good to see him. He like Pete said, all the players sent him videos. He was talking about how, it's just not him that got there. He's super humble, you know what I mean? So that was his whole speech, is just thanking his family, his mom, his father, his brothers, and all that stuff. Kind of sound like what I would have said if I was up there. That's why I so touchy. So it was just good to see, bro. As far as the team right now, we kind of felt we in 8th, I believe, right now. 8th in the West, but we a quarter of the way. We got 3 potential All-Stars in our team, so I'm definitely gonna vote all 3.
Can I put you on the hot spot though, girl?
Shoot, let's go.
Dame or B-Roy?
Oh, B-Roy, bro.
B-Roy still?
That's that nostalgia.
B-Roy is just too
He got
tough,
that moment in his heart. Like that is in his heart.
I think B-Roy would have been what KD is almost, bro. Like he could. B-Roy could get you whatever spot he looked good. Matter of fact, but he just ain't work as hard as it looked like you could work. Yeah. He's just a lot smoother. He kind of DeMar DeRozan game. Yeah. That smoothness with it, but just the KD attacking a monster. Like, you're not going to stop me. Finish with both hands. Post you up and pass. He can do everything. So, as of right now, I had to pick B-Roy. But Dame tough, bro. If B-Roy wouldn't have got hurt, he'd been an all-time leading scorer for Portland Trailblazers as well.
I can believe that.
So,
sure.
I mean, a lot of people go and say, well, he the all-time. B-Roy would have had that, bro, for sure. Easy, too.
I can't disagree with that.
So, I would have to go with B-Roy right now. That's still my all-time, him and Dirk, all-time favorite players. And shout out to Dirk. We ain't get to that with the Mavs getting a statue. Super big, bro.
Yeah, they talking about putting the liquor one up next after that 60 piece.
They gonna have to.
They better start making it now.
They gonna have to,
Get
bro.
the schematics together right now.
They gonna have to. They gonna have to have that dance that he was doing. That's gonna be the statue.
What was that, yo?
Right? I don't think he know what happened. It's like his brain couldn't process it.
He said he thought that he had won the game. He didn't know they was down 2. He said they was down 1. So he thought they actually won the game.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even think to yourself that something like that is going to happen, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Let alone like the game to take you into overtime and all that. And you got 60, you got all these points. Like that's the basketball gods, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing else, bro. There's no way they was gonna lose that game after Luka did all that.
No, facts.
No way.
That's a fact.
That's my guys, man. I still got us doing good. I think we got to pull together. We got some injuries right now, but once we pull back together, we on like a 3-game winning streak right now. So we climbing back up. But the West is just tough, bro. Like y'all said it in the beginning of the season. I agree with y'all. The West is stacked, bro. It's going to be hard for whoever come out the West.
Yeah.
So
that's why I got the chip coming out. Well, if Brooklyn make it to the finals, the chip might come out there.
Yeah, that's a tough one, bro. But let's move on to. I mean, they had a nice altercation last night.
Right. What's a good one last night?
DeMar dropped numbers last night.
42 piece.
Against their kind of rivals, the Milwaukee Bucks.
For sure. I would call it a little baby rivalry.
Yeah, Grayson Allen, kind of a dirty play.
I can't stand it.
I mean, so let's go past the Chino. What you think about your boy, bro? That was a good game last night.
It's the same story. Malfunction. It's the same story as last season, though, man. With the injuries, we missed Zoe real bad, and but even without Zoe, like a lot of these games that we've been losing, we just haven't figured out a way to close properly. I think Zach and DeMar are kind of like dealing with that, low key dealing with that who'll take the last shot syndrome.
Yeah, you can see it.
Type of situation. I think they dealing with that because this is really only their second year together, and they still trying to figure that cohesion out.
Yeah.
So I think that costs us a lot of close games, and we've been in a lot of close ones. I think last night they put a little bit of teamwork together because if you remember, I don't know if you watched. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched last night.
Zach got the ball on a break and he pumped and handed it to DeMar DeRozan to get the and one that sent it. I think he tied the game or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So in that play, usually Zach is trying to go dunk it or go get a fancy layup or score the ball in some type of way. So if we can get on the same page with that and get Zoe back, I think we change the situation. But right now we just got to figure out a way to stay afloat in the East until we get my guy back.
That's what it is. A lot of teams right now is just trying to stay afloat.
Yeah.
Don't fall too far. Y'all 10th right now in the East, so y'all still good. Y'all in the play. Now, I don't think nobody want to see y'all in no one-game situation at all. So I don't think nobody want to see none of our teams in the play.
I don't think nobody want to see nobody in a one. For real, like that's just how good the league is right now. I don't think nobody in the West want to see Sacramento for a one-game.
Shout out Sacramento.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
shout out the Bay Area, bro. Sacramento really been balling, bro. They got something where their team celebrate at the end of the game where they shoot a beam up in the sky.
Yeah, that's cool.
Bro, the Sacramento social media, shout out y'all, shout out the Memphis Grizzlies social media. These guys be talking so much trash, bro. It'd be so funny to watch, man. But they balling and they backing it up, bro. So shout out to them. It's been a long time since they had something going on. Then we can stay in the Bay Area because I want to talk about these Warriors, bro. I want to talk about these Warriors minus Steph, bro. I'm really shocked at Jordan Poole game. And I know these last couple of years he's been really like putting on, but he looking like Steph 2.0, bro.
You can tell who he learned it from.
It's just amazing to watch those guys. And I think we talked about it in our text. That's why they always on top. I saw an interview with Steve Kerr talking about Kuminga, right? I saw him talking about him comparing his defense to Andre Iguodala. And they said he spent a lot of time with him.
You talked about grooming. This is what they do. This is a part of their success, and the formula hasn't failed them yet.
Yeah.
It's just not, I think it's different and it don't be happening as fast and it's not as visible as people want it to be.
Yeah.
Their growth and progress and they not rushing it, to prove nothing to
I think they understand what the league is about.
They all it seemed like that organization as a whole is on one accord.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think they understand that we don't got to be number one in no conference and we still can get to where we need to get to.
Right.
So I think a lot of teams starting to understand that. So it's not that big of a which the league kind of recognized, and that's why they starting to give this regular season trophy out.
Yeah.
Because I think they starting to realize that people is okay with just kind of floating somewhere in between 1 and 10, because they know that when it's time to really play, they're gonna play as long as they're in shape. So that regular season, I think they came out with a list of awards that they try and give out. They don't want teams to tank for for this season.
They do like a mid-season tournament or something like that.
Yeah, so it's a whole bunch of stuff they changing up. We'll figure it out and put the list up so y'all can see it. But it's just a lot of changes going on because I think they starting to realize your Golden States ain't really like trying to every game win. They good. I mean, all these teams in the West is so stacked that you ain't really trying to fight for number one. As long as you're in that top 10 or that top 6 now, you're good. Ain't even the top 10 to play in. They confident enough to get in there. But shout out Jordan Poole. That's all I really wanted to get into. The Golden State sitting 10th in the West right now, which everybody cool with it. It's a quarter of the way through the season. Steph out. Yeah. Shout out Steph. He was fresh on Christmas.
Clean with the Celine.
Oh my God, bro. Shout out Steph, bro.
My wife even said it. Like, he must have had a stylist or something. You know, he was like kind of country, but Christmas Day.
Shout out Steph. Was that was the Army Green joint?
Yeah, he had those.
Then you had James Harden coming there looking like I forgot with the multicolored. He had everything on with the mask on, man, looking like a cartoon character.
Grinch.
Shout out Steph, bro. That's man killed that, bro.
Yeah. Then the next day, I think he had on the Celine Varsity joint.
Yeah, the burgundy joint or something. He must got a stylist. Shout out sis, you're right. He must got a stylist, bro.
She was on it.
That'd be funny sitting there watching the game with your wife. They pointing out the stuff that you ain't paying attention to.
No attention whatsoever. Look at his eyebrows.
Yeah.
Bro, I was watching the Nets last night, bro. My wife just could not stop talking about KD hair, bro. She just I'm trying to watch the game. She just like, why is his hair like that?
Yeah,
he got a bald spot and everything. He might as well just go bald.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there like, yeah, babe, but look at this.
They running the teeth.
They running the teeth. Well, he the best player in the world. I'm trying to explain. He don't care about his hair. Yeah, it's tough, bro.
I'm sorry. On that note, funny question though. I asked my daughter this question. Like, she's really into basketball right now.
That's what's
up,
up,
all
bro.
the big players' names, all that. She on 2K. I come down the basement to get on the game. She on the game.
There you go.
But I asked her a fun question. We talk about like clothes and just trends and fashion and stuff. Can y'all name one player in the NBA right now that got a bald head?
Dang.
Crazy, right? I said, cause like the styles and stuff come into play and go out of here. Like, I can't really
That's
name
tough.
one player with a bald head right now in the league.
They gonna eat us up right now, bro.
They're gonna be like, duh, this person.
He's don't know nothing.
Y'all don't know all these. Like,
Y'all got a
people.
Y'all got a podcast.
They let anybody. That's their favorite joke.
They tell us they let anybody talk.
Anybody get on YouTube. They need restrictions.
That's tough.
Hey, but Hoopers, if y'all know somebody with a bald head in the league, please comment on our YouTube channel. But while you're there, definitely subscribe. But,
Definitely. Definitely.
Let us know Hoopers. I can't think of one, bro.
Dang, that's tough, y'all. Let us know, because I definitely can't name. I know somebody probably in their car right now. Like,
I want to say Javon Carter, but I think he got a Caesar.
I don't even know who that is.
That might be one. That might be
Oh,
one.
he don't he got one?
That might be
Lord,
one.
you talking about the short?
Mm-hmm.
I think he got one.
That might be one.
You got that, Chino. Shout out, Chino. Yeah, who was? What's up? Who was y'all can't say
I
nothing.
see you trying to.
That's man. Shout out Golden State. Shout out all these teams, bro. Man, the league been going crazy, man. It's just been fun to watch. I can't wait until all these rivalries, especially the second half of the season, gonna be crazy, bro. All-Star game should be good, man. We're gonna have to try to do something for All-Star game this year.
Got to.
You feel me? But now that we done talking about the league, we done wrapped everything up. We done wrapped the beats up. We done wrapped all that stuff. Y'all know what we about to go to, man. Chino, you know what we about to go to.
I can't wait.
Man, we don't know what's happening. We don't never know what's happening.
Hey, okay.
He's still been rubbing his hands too.
Yeah, the whole time, right? So we gonna get in the P's fed and compared, bro. Let's go, bro.
going on, Hoopers? What's going on, Hoopers? I think I got another, a good one. But before I get into it, definitely got to do a quick shout out to the sponsor of this segment, the Memphis Dance Center. Y'all know I always shout them out. Definitely go look them up on Instagram, Facebook, website, Google, everything. I know they just had a dance recital this past month. 2 recitals a year, dance company, little girls, take boys too, man. Whatever, hip hop, modern, ballet, everything. So go look them up, man. So I'm gonna keep it relevant. 2 players we've been talking about both of them. I guess this episode.
Oh man.
I think they already kind of compare them in the league because they kind of got drafted at the same time. One of them is a guard. One of them is he playing football out here.
Hey yo.
Well, both of them kind of be playing football. But, so the comparison, I guess, like I said, y'all know I'm kind of switching up. So y'all GM, you can surround it with whoever you want to. So I got Ja Morant versus Zion Williamson. Of course, they can't go head to head, guarding each other. But if you're a GM, seeing both their careers now, I know Zion been hurt a little bit in his career, but he's showing up this year. You got Ja Morant versus Zion Williamson. If you're a GM, you can surround it with whoever you want to.
That's
who
tough.
you start your franchise with.
Very tough.
But I got some stats and all that.
Yeah, go ahead, Pete.
All right, so for their career, I'm not even going to playoffs and all like, let's say, Zion been hurt and everything. For all NBA teams, Ja got 1 right now. Zion got 0. Rookie of the year, Ja Morant got 1. Zion got 0. I think that's just because Zion been hurt.
Yeah.
But for their points per game for their career so far in the regular season, Ja Morant, he averaged 21.9. Zion averaged 25.8. Rebounds, Ja averaged 4.7. Zion averaged 7.0. Then of course, Ja Morant kind of beating the assist department, 7.2 to 3.6. So, Ja Morant, Zion Williamson, who y'all start your franchise with? I'm gonna go to my guy.
All right, let me come up with something. That's a tough one, bro. That's tough.
You can surround with whoever you want.
I'm a guard guy. Man, that's tough, bro. I ain't about to waste too much time. I'm about to pick. All right, look, I'm gonna go with Ja. Because I like Ja's style of play a little bit more. I think he is a little bit more dependable than Zion. I think he can do a little bit more than Zion as well, scoring wise. Zion is a tough guard or a tough person to guard, but I think Ja facilitate, like Ja is the head of that monster, bro. So Zion got a squad behind him. He did put up 43 the other night, but that ain't consistent. I think Ja put on a consistent show, no matter win, lose. And I think he's just a little bit more dependable.
I got a question for you, make you sweat a little bit.
Let's go.
So you said earlier in the podcast that one of Zion teammates said, CJ said that the game plan was to give it to Zion to get out the way.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you get hot, that's what you do. But is it consistent enough to where as though he's dependable for that?
Good point.
So I don't think he's there yet. And that might have something to do with him missing a year. Not getting his basketball legs under him, and it's still early in this season as well. And he's trying to figure out his space on the team. You got BI down there, you got CJ down there, he got a squad down there. So I think he's still trying to figure it out. But as of right now, it's the Ja show, bro. Even if they winning or losing, he's somewhere in the media. They covering him all the time. Yeah. They saying the future of the league. Man. So, I mean, I would have to go with Ja right now. Chino look like he over there. He don't know. He listen to everything I say. Like,
every word, every syllable. Trying to pick something.
Chino, you can surround with whoever you want.
I'm gonna go Ja, but I'm gonna go Ja for a little bit different of a reason. I agree with what Graw said though, but I'm gonna go Ja because of his leadership quality. Like I said, we talked about it a little bit earlier. They move on his time, like head of the snake type vibe, and they want it to be that way. He's not like pulling around his power. You know what I mean? Like they wanna be good for him. That's a different level of leadership, and it's a different level of care for your teammates for them to feel that way about you. You gotta really care. They gotta really feel like you really care about them as people and about their careers for a person to be like, yeah, I'm doing whatever he on.
Right.
I mean, so just based off that, I think he's a better leader than Zion. Maybe because he hasn't Zion. It's hard too because he hasn't had enough time to show. Yeah, the sample size is a lot different. But it's just the proof is in the pudding, man. Ja's the sole leader of that organization, I think, not just the players on the court.
Right.
So I'm gonna counter you on that one, Chano. So what do you say to people that say, well, point guards are just natural leaders anyway, like natural born leaders on the court?
It's still levels
because they floor generals.
I agree with it's still levels. It's levels to great leadership. Like CP3 is God tier leader.
Right.
I think Ja falls somewhere under that. I don't know what tier you would put him on, but he's somewhere under that. And then you got guys like a Marcus Smart or them type of people who are base level of what a point guard is. They still leaders, like they still dictate the pace of the game and all that other stuff. But like the way that he leads that team, like he got that whole organization acting different.
Yeah. Every social media department is acting just crazy, bro.
That whole organization got his swag.
His father down there on the sideline. Every game, everybody in the arena know who his father is. It's crazy.
It's just a different vibe. Like their games, you can make, especially with the caveat of being able to add anything around them. You can make the argument all day for either one of them. But I think leadership for me is the difference between a championship as far as those two guys with the people you put around them versus.
So what if you give Zion a CP3 in his prime as his point guard?
Then it's just, we can talk about it forever. Because if you give LeBron to Ja, you know what I mean? Like,
that's tough. That's a good camera. Okay, I like it.
We're gonna come back to LeBron stuff after this fair to compare. I got a question for y'all. All right, Peace, who you got, Peace?
Me personally, I'm gonna go with Zion, man.
That's fair.
I'm gonna go with Zion.
I know you took some time to come up with your answer too, so he got good argument.
I kind of gave it away when I talked about the CP3 thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because just like I said, the leadership joint, that was a good point. You just make the leadership joint. Because I feel like they got in two different positions, but they got similar styles to where though they just attack the basket all the time.
Yeah, reckless. Not reckless, but
you can't stop them from getting to the basket.
Yeah.
I mean, one of them a guard, one of them a big man. But I think at the end of the day, number one, I'm gonna go with the big man. You can't stop him getting to the basket instead of the guard. You know what I mean?
Tough, yeah.
And if I can surround with anybody, I'm like I say, became a good leader at the point guard. Bring the best out of him and stuff like that. And I think he affects the game defensively a little bit more than Ja can.
That's a fair point.
You know what I mean?
That is a great point on the defense.
That's a very fair point, bro.
I didn't consider that.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
No, really, I didn't. So I'm keeping it real. That's what we do here.
Yeah. Fair to compare, man.
Definitely consider that.
Totally forgot you gotta play D. You gotta stop somebody.
Facts. Great point. He had a great defensive play to win the game last night.
He's a much better defender than Ja.
Yeah.
Easily.
Facts. Good point, B.
So all that's why I would go with Zion.
Zion. All right, man. Hoopers, who y'all got, man? We got Zion against Ja. I think they played in those same AAU team or something like that when they was younger or something, so they kind of close. So who y'all got, man? Y'all got the guard that's kind of unstoppable right now, or the big baby Shaq mixed with Bron out there playing football.
Mixed with T.O., yeah.
Mixed with T.O.
That was really fair to compare, bro.
Who y'all got? Yeah, that was dope. Shout out Peas, man. Another dope episode or another dope segment of Fair to Compare.
For sure.
As always, bro. Y'all hoopers, let us know who y'all got, man. I know Peas wouldn't debate anybody right now. So, I mean, and he got the analysts over there. Got the stats to back it up.
Yes, sir.
So I got a question for y'all before we wrap up. Y'all saw the interview with Dirk, right? Talking about if Bron passed Kareem, he kind of running out of arguments. He considered Jordan the GOAT right now.
Yeah, I mean, tremendous that he can still play like this in his year 20. The athleticism is incredible. So I'm happy for him. You know, I always say Michael Jordan is the GOAT. If he really surpasses Kareem in the scoring record, I mean, it's I'm sort of running out of arguments for Michael. I mean, what this guy has done has been nothing short of incredible. The longevity, And, you know, I always say, you know, being called king at 15 and how he turned out and what he's done for communities where he played and changed so many lives. So he's a very, very special athlete. And I think for now we need to appreciate that watching him and at the level he's playing at.
I just wanted to get y'all, because I know we talked about this like 2 seasons, maybe like 1 season ago, but I just want to make the LeBron fans mad. You feel me? I just want shout out to Bro Keith.
Wake up the
I just want to see what y'all think about it. I want to know. I know Chino at one point said Steph was closer to MJ, not the GOAT, but just as his effect on the league, Steph was a little bit closer than Bron. If y'all ain't checked that out, go check that out on the other episode. That was a great episode, great points. But I just want to see what y'all think about it, man. If Bron passed Kareem, which everybody think he's gonna do that put him in GOAT status? What y'all
think? He's in the conversation. I don't. He still ain't solidified it being him though. With the scoring, I don't know, yo. It's just I care about the path, and his path is beautiful. Mm-hmm. What he did was great, but it just I was thinking it's. I don't know. I don't really know how to put it. I don't know what word to put on it, yo. I don't know what word to put on it.
Please choose your words carefully, because these Lakers guys are gonna eat us up, bro.
No, So me personally, he can pass Kareem. Well, for me right now, they like number 12 in the West right now.
Facts.
So for me right now, he got empty calories going on right now. Facts. You know what I mean? He's getting a lot of empty calories right now. So certified, I'll give him number 2 behind MJ.
You know they're gonna say, but this is 20th year in the league. What you expect?
Yeah, I mean,
yo, winning gotta matter though. Winning gotta matter, bro. Winning. This ain't the summer league. This is the NBA. Winning is a standard of the NBA. If this was China or something else, you could make that, but you gotta win. You can't just have numbers. Yeah, these are the best players in the world.
So I think our initial argument though, Chino, and I think girl, you agree to it too. Like it took him 20 years to catch up to Kareem and almost 18 years to catch Jordan. Like Jordan did it in the dominant 12 seasons, like 12 full seasons. You know what I mean? Like, so if you look at that by that, like it took LeBron 18 seasons to catch Jordan, and Jordan only played a solid 12 seasons. The Wizards seasons we don't really count them.
If Kareem was in the league for 20 years, bro, it would be no way nobody gonna score as much as he scored. I don't know. I don't even know how many years he
Kareem played a while.
Played 20?
But I will salute LeBron for being still one of the top players in the league at age 20. I'll give him that.
Yeah, for sure.
But we gotta cover the bases, bro.
If we talking just basketball, now if we talking like overall, then it's a different argument. I think I'm on record as saying that too. It's a different argument if we talking about just them as people. On the basketball court, it's not that yet.
I think it's gonna be hard to take for anybody, bro. I'm talking about eras down the line. I think it's gonna be hard for anybody to just overcome what Jordan did, bro.
Yeah, because he was like when he was dominant, like he was then unbeatable. Like 6-0 in the finals, never went to a game 7, defensive player of the year, MVPs, all that, man. Like
I do think though, as the league progresses and as these young guys who are young and exciting, the Lukas, the Jazz, the D Books, and all of them, as they progress in their careers, I think the argument for who's a GOAT will be a lot more loose.
It's gonna change to era. Of course, you ain't gonna have, but I think Jordan right now covers the era of when the NBA Jordan covers a big era of basketball to where that's gonna have to fade out, and then some other person. But I asked that question because I just went down a rabbit hole the other night and I was watching the interviews about players explaining how tough it was to guard Jordan, and I just ran across this one story. Let me just tell real quick of Nick Anderson and the Orlando Magic when Jordan first came back with the 45, which I had no clue. I didn't know this, but just how petty Jordan is and how much of a competitor y'all probably knew. But Nick Anderson stole the ball from him. They lost that year against Orlando. They beat him that year. And then they came back. Jordan had the 45. I think the first year that Orlando beat him, Nick Anderson said in the media, he said he didn't mean it in a malicious way, but he said 45 ain't 23.
I remember.
So I think the next game or the next season, something like that, Jordan came back with the 23, which is just a comic book storyline right there. That's just perfect if you're a Jordan fan. And then he also, the last game that they beat Orlando, he missed 2 free throws on purpose so they can end with 45.
That's crazy.
Yo, that I didn't know.
Bruh, how tough is that?
That's crazy, man.
That means he was fully aware of everything that was happening the whole time, man. It's stories after stories about Jordan, just his competitive nature. And I think that's what gives him GOAT status. It's just, he's super competitive, bro. He's
his
not
willingness to go through that, the harder parts.
Yeah.
The criticism. And LeBron dealt with the criticism too, but he seemed like he wanted a different avenue to his chips.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's the only difference. When we talking basketball.
Yeah. And to know that you're the best player in the world when every team is going to come at you. He was playing against Vancouver one time. He had like 8 points the whole game. They started talking trash to him. He just ended up with like 40. In the fourth quarter, he had like 18 in the fourth quarter just because you talk. Like that type of play, bro, I don't think no other player that I know of has that except Kobe. Has that, so.
You hear the story of, real quick, you hear the story of KG when he was a rookie.
Yeah.
I think he said his vet was Isaiah Ryder or something.
Yeah, Isaiah Ryder.
Yeah. He said Isaiah Ryder was getting the best of Jordan in the first half, and KG being KG talking trash and all that other stuff. And he said Isaiah Ryder like chill out.
Yeah, they say, bro, the dude on Vancouver, he was like a young guy. They played against him when he was filming Space Jam or something, and they beat him in the summer league or that summer. He came back and they was winning, and that's why he went off like that, because he was talking trash in the game. And he like, yeah, I remember all that. Man, like, this guy is just crazy, bro. To get up for every game, knowing that somebody in the NBA or in the stands ain't seen, like, these guys just don't have that heart and that will. So that's why MJ will forever be, until I see somebody else, he'll feel like to be the GOAT to me. Just because of the will and competitiveness that he got. It's just crazy. But we can end out on that note unless y'all got something else.
No.
You got something else?
No, I think that's a perfect way to go out with the GOAT talk, man.
With the GOAT talk, bro. Shout out all the hoopers out there, man. Shout out my bro Chino, my bro Peas. Y'all follow us everywhere at BRONATIONHOOPS. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Our numbers going up finally. We get some traction. You feel me? We appreciate all the support, man. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing. Keep the debates going. And we're going to keep dropping them on y'all, man. So,
yes, sir.
BRONATIONHOOPS out. I don't got nothing else to say.